It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right. Well, Wendy Williams is still on hiatus, according to a statement. It's because of her Graves' disease and her thyroid condition. And so she does need some more time before she can return. In the meantime, Michael Rappaport is going to be serving as a guest host for part of the week this week, and then Bill Bellamy will be taking over. So I saw some people were going in and saying they want Sherri Shepherd back. And they really enjoyed her. So I saw people on Instagram, we want Sherri hosting until Wendy's return. Bring back Sherri. We want Sherri. Wendy producers do better, so on and so forth. But again, Michael Rappaport starts today.
Sherri's always good, dude. Sherri hosted it before, I think, the first time when she went on hiatus.
Yes.
Sherri's dope.
So people love seeing her on there. Who knows?
And she got daytime experience from The View, right?
Mm-hmm. And Jennifer Hudson is in talks to get a syndicated daytime talk show, and they're saying this could premiere in the fall of 2022. So that could be exciting. And the Ellen DeGeneres show is wrapping at the end of its current season. We're looking for new things. So potentially Jennifer Hudson could be coming into the mix.
Okay.
And seeing her syndicated. All right, and speaking of TV, Master P has a series coming that's going to be showcasing his life. That is in the works right now. According to the release, the story of Master P is not the typical rags to riches rapper story. Percy Robert Miller was not a dealer or an addict or a gangbanger. What Percy learned from the streets was the hustle, making him an uber-savvy entrepreneur with an empire worth $800 million. The series follows Percy as he pursues a pro basketball career to escape the hood, to blowing out his knee and reinventing himself, founding No Limit and becoming Master P, one of the biggest hip-hop artists of all time. So I think that's an interesting show to watch. Master P, a series on his life.
Come on.
I'm here for it. All right, and Will Smith is detailing the biggest regret that he had while raising his son, Jaden. You know his book is coming out tomorrow, and so he talks about his film, After Earth. So it details his co-starring experience with Jaden Smith. Jaden was only 15 years old. He had also starred in the remake of Karate Kid, which was a success, and The Pursuit of Happiness. But the budget for After Earth was $130 million. The film only made $27 million during the opening weekend.
Eesh.
And according to Will Smith, the critiques of fans and the press was vicious, and there was a public mauling of his son. In his book, he wrote, After Earth was an abysmal box office and critical failure, and what was worse was that Jaden took the hit. Fans and the press were absolutely vicious. They said and printed things about Jaden that I refused to repeat. Jaden had faithfully done everything that I'd instructed him to do, and I had coached him into the worst public mauling he'd ever experienced. Then he found out that his son wanted to be emancipated at 15. Jaden had felt betrayed. He lost trust in his dad. He said that the pain, he said, we never discussed it, but I know he felt betrayed. He felt misled. He lost his trust in my leadership at 15 years old. When Jaden asked about being an emancipated minor, my heart shattered. He ultimately decided against it, but it sucks to feel like you've hurt your kids.
Number one, I can't wait to read Will's book. I'm actually pausing on reading anything until that book comes out. I ordered it last week. It should be here today. But secondly, I wonder how Jaden feels about that now, because failure is just a part of life.
I don't even
remember
that movie.
I remember After Earth, but I'm just saying, like failure is just a part of life. You're going to throw some things against the wall sometimes, and they're not going to stick. So I wonder, now that he's older, does he understand that a little more?
I'm sure he understands that now, but at that age, you just
15.
get attacked.
And then everything else had been successful. You're not used to that, so I'm sure it wasn't easy. All right, now let's talk about Lakeith Stanfield. He said he has anxiety stemming from The Harder They Fall and from filming that. He posted on Instagram that he had crippling anxiety and drank every night after work while filming for that. And so he had spoken in the past about having difficulties with his roles and dealing with anxiety. So have y'all seen The Harder They Fall yet? It's really, really good, guys. I watched it twice already.
I'm going to watch it this week.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not going to lie. It's an amazing movie. So I highly suggest everybody watch that.
I'm sending Lakeith Stanfield healing energy, too. I saw him say he's talking to a therapist, so.
All right, now Howard University Dean and former actress Phylicia Rashad. People were upset about this video that had surfaced. Now they're interviewing both Phylicia Rashad, who is the Dean of the College of Fine Arts, and her sister Debbie Allen. And Debbie Allen, by the way, is a former Howard graduate. And they're talking about the students basically protesting because they want better housing, a cleaner environment. And here is what was said.
We know what the Howard student body means. And in any country, when the students don't speak out, the nation is not doing well.
And when the students do speak out and the concerns have been addressed and it's still not enough, what about that?
Oh, well, that's a whole nother thing.
That's what's going on now.
So are the concerns being addressed?
Okay, let's come inside.
Last question. What will you be telling the president today? Say what? What will you be telling the...
Now, she said the concerns were addressed.
Yeah, she's saying that is what happened. That's what Felicia Rashad said. And then she told the reporter, when the reporter asked, so the concerns are being addressed, she said, I wouldn't get into that if I were you. So people were upset, and they said that it was disappointing that she's not on the side of the kids being able to express themselves and get some answers on why there's mold, why there's rodents scurrying around, about the leakages and the conditions in the dorms.
I mean, they should understand that because they were former students, so they wouldn't have wanted to live in those conditions.
And she's the dean there. You know, you got to represent for the students, too. They're the ones everybody works for, right? They're the ones paying the tuition. All right, well, that is your rumor report.
All right. We invited him, the president of Howard, up. I haven't heard anything back, but I'd love to have him and the students up here to talk about it. Hopefully, we can get to some kind of resolution.
Has he spoken to the students yet?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I know when Hampton was going through that, you know, the president at the time, I spoke to him, and we tried to get the students in between, and they got things right. So, all right. Well, shout to Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Let's